Hey there. Let's take a look at the differences between linear relations and quadratic relations. So for that, we're going to take a look at one linear relation and one quadratic relation. So the first thing that you may notice is that the quadratic relation has an extra term, and it happens to be of degree 2. So in order to see the differences between them, we're going to try to graph them. And I'm going to do it with the method where I have a chart and I pick x values in order to plug them into the equation and get corresponding y values. So I'm going to do -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. I plug them into this equation instead of the x, and for each one of those terms, I'm going to get 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. We can try graphing that. It won't be very to scale here, but I can put the -2, -1, 1, and 2, and then over here like this. I now plot the points: -2 and 3, -1 and 5, 0 and 7, 1 and 9, and 2 and 11. So we get what looks like a line, and that is correct. You may recognize that this is in the form of y equals mx plus b. We can also take a look at why this is a line by checking the first differences. To get the first differences, I'm going to ask, how do I get from this value to this value? Well, to get from 3 to 5, I need to add 2. From 5 to 7, I need to add 2. 7 to 9, add 2. 9 to 11, add 2. How I did this is I did 5 minus 3 equals 2, 7 minus 5 equals 2, 9 minus 7 equals 2. So that we got the first differences, this tells us actually the slope. This 2 is the same because of this 2. Now let's take a look at graphing this. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to pick the same values. And now I'm going to plug these in. Don't forget to do it in here and in here. And I'm going to get 2, -3, -2, 5, and 18. So let's try graphing that. We're going to have our 5 around here, 2 around there, 18 around there, not to scale again, -2, -3, and we're going to have -2, 2. I'm now plotting the points. -1, -3, 0, -2, 1, 5, and 2, 18. So it looks like a little bit of a curve. And that's correct. This is our parabola. And we can take a look at the first differences now, because it doesn't really give us a line. Let's see what the first differences do. Same way, I'm going to ask, to get to 2 to -3, what do I need to do? Well, I need to subtract 5. From -3 to -2, it's add 1. Over here, we need to add 7. And over here, we need to add 13. So our first differences aren't the same. But now, the thing with quadratic equations is that their second differences are going to be the same. So let's take a look. In order to get from -5 to 1, we're going to have to add 6. From 1 to 7, we have to add 6. And from 7 to 13 to add 6. And that's great. This is, in fact, a quadratic relation, and the form for it is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. And a cannot be 0, or else this whole term goes away and it just becomes a line.